Hello, Sinvicta.
Hello, Northernlion. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you as well.
What a crazy week it's been.
Yeah, in many ways. Who could have possibly predicted all the incredible things that happened this week?
Yeah, like that shifting political climate and the shifting other climate that makes things nice and cool down here instead of red hot like it always is.
Can you believe that Spin's celebrity wheel got canceled because of their opinion on Spin social issue wheel?
Yeah, I like the flipbook one. It's like, man, don't you just hate when Bernie Sanders says he doesn't like golf?
Can you believe
Yeah.
Puff Daddy got canceled over his opinions on minimum wage? I feel like you always have to do one concrete one so that if it comes true, that could be your big
Right.
break.
Yeah, yeah.
But if Puff Daddy dies this week or something, I'm in a lot of trouble.
What is Puffy up to these days? I feel like I haven't seen him ever since he started doing the Ciroc stuff. He's been like sort of behind the scenes.
The last I heard, he was dating his son's ex-girlfriend.
I did see that. That was about what 2 or 3 months ago, something like that.
Well, on that note, three.
You know what?
Good luck.
Good luck, have fun. You know what? She's trading down for the classic version. You know, she didn't want the newer model. She's going for the classic model.
I just think, like
I already know where you're going with this.
There's a lot of people on planet Earth. It's a little weird to doubt or to date your children's ex.
Listen here, son. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna do it right. I'll show you how to do it right.
It's just weird, right? Do you see this?
Yes, I'm looking at it. New York, Tokyo, Hong Kong, Sydney, Brisbane.
No, it's not what I see.
You're not seeing that?
I see a power box. There's graffiti on it that says "Bloods for Life."
Oh no, I didn't see that at all.
And we are not in America. Are the Bloods a worldwide organization?
Dude, ask Puffy.
I kind of thought there was they were America only. I don't even believe we have a huge contingent of Canadian Bloods. As far as organized crime, we've got like Hell's Angels and some other more local sort of gangs, but I don't know if we have any any of the American gangs.
The freaking Geoguessr's doing the thing, the stacking Russian doll thing. But
you don't
no.
have to say anything because I know if you say the wrong thing,
Yeah, I mean, as part of the gang itself, I can assure you that we are worldwide, indeed.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I have full control back. Okay.
I mean, I
Northern
definitely know, like, where regionally we are.
Well, yeah, because it's painted on that sign right there.
Well, we must be in South Central Los Angeles.
Yes.
As a result of
on the playground is where I spend most of my days. But do you know where we are?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, well...
Do you know where we are?
Next to Rocky's Pizza. Man, it's because of the fact that we have a shared colonial history, right? But
yes.
Australia is way more Canadian than it is American. Like,
oh, dude, yeah, totally.
This looks like part of Canada became... it sounds rude, but, like, part of Canada became, like, the Dust Bowl. Like, I'm sure things grow in Australia, but, like, it's a lot drier here, clearly. But, it's so Canadian.
Dust Bowl. I mean...
That's the only thing. I got hit with, like, an arid bomb or something like that.
I mean, I was on record for saying that I think New Zealand is the Canadian This is the Canada of Australia, the oceanic region.
I feel like I have. I agree with that culturally because both Canada and New Zealand are kind of culturally overshadowed by our closest neighbor.
Yep. Although I will, to be I mean, no disrespect, but New Zealand is probably a little bit prettier than most of Canada.
I would agree, actually. I think you know,
I hate to say that, but
BC is beautiful, and there are other parts of Canada that are also very beautiful, like the Maritimes. But there is a lot of Canada that is flat and has no access to mountains. So, and you know, parts of Canada where most of the nature dies for like 4 months a year. New Zealand's got a little bit of it. Look, if you look at the map, you're like, New Zealand's got a pretty big advantage. The whole country is like on a mountain range, and literally like you can see both sides of the ocean from any part of the country.
I meant like what I was gonna say was like I wouldn't say that the wildlife dies in Canada; it just gets cryo frozen. You beat me by 1100. By the way, I went too far north.
Okay.
I went closer to Darwin because I saw Darwin on the sign. Silly me, right?
Yeah. What are you thinking? Oh, dude, I know where we are.
You know where we are?
I do know where we are, and you will know where we are. You know, at least roughly, pretty soon as well.
So you must have gone north then.
On this number 2 guess,
Yes.
you're gonna figure it out.
Well, I know that we're reading Korean, so
Okay. And then I would ask you a follow-up question that says, do you believe this is South Korea or North Korea?
I think that it makes sense that we would be in North Korea for sure.
This looks so much like where Cade and I stayed when we were there last. But
see, that's like the third time we've had a Korean guest.
Okay, but one time we were actually in Pyeongchang, which is where they had the Olympics.
Right. And I didn't know that.
All I'm saying after that is that a lot of Seoul does look pretty similar, assuming we're in Seoul.
I mean, if you cut out all the Korean language and just saw the buildings, this could be any major metropolitan area.
100%, I could tell you it's still Korea. There's just something. Don't take this the wrong way. No other country on earth has this amount of Hyundais and Kias and Infinities on the street. The country of South Korea is very patriotic when it comes to car purchases.
It still trips me out when I see the swastika, though.
Yeah, it's a Buddhist thing.
Yeah, I know.
Only other Buddhists like me
Oh, yeah.
know what's up with that.
Except you don't call it Buddhist, you call it Buddhist.
Yeah, we're Buddhist up here.
Yeah, but not without a card, though.
I will say, yeah, well, no. Not since last October.
Right.
I will say I actually don't know that we're in Seoul. It's an easy assumption to make, but I do not know.
I mean, this has to be Seoul. There's a freaking Starbucks here.
Dude, Starbucks is everywhere.
Okay.
But I will say this is probably Seoul.
I'm guaranteeing you this is Seoul. I'm just gonna give that one to you right now.
I mean,
100%.
Thank you, I appreciate it. But also, I'm like, it almost certainly is. But I guess what I'm saying is I don't recognize the districts of what I'm seeing.
I am at the Starbucks
On the map.
Yes.
That's very impressive.
Well, maybe.
I'm gonna tell you there is definitely more than one.
More
Starbucks.
than one. Well, yeah, I would hope so.
This is the second largest city by population in the world.
Yep, that doesn't surprise me.
Korea is a strange country. I mean that in a good way. It's 50% of the population lives in one city.
That's too many people close by. I wouldn't be able to do it, man. I'm not built for city living.
Oh, honestly, I'm easy. You can put me in any environment, I think, and I'll be relatively okay. But like, I'm definitely built for city living.
Why is the middle of the city green?
Oh, there's a huge park there.
It's just a giant park?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is Namsan Park.
Gotcha. I like how they have little envelopes to represent the post office.
Oh, yeah.
I got you by 4, you freaking hooser.
It's a tough one.
Yeah,
Honestly, things are pretty dense in Seoul, so. All right, I always love a Korean guess.
Oh, yeah, totally, dude. Do you see the size of this grasshopper?
I did not.
Dude, please go back to the start real quick and just look to the left.
Okay.
You'll see a gigantic bug coming towards the camera.
I'm just looking left. It's gonna blow your mind. I do not see it.
Wow. Like if you look at that house that you start this guess with, just like turn the camera to the left. Don't move. Just turn the camera to the left. It's flying right at the camera.
Okay, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
That's a good eye.
Thank you.
I thought that was just a toothpaste splatter on my monitor.
Hey, you brush your teeth in your office now, huh?
Sometimes. I try not to, but sometimes I do.
You know, I was surprised with the varying levels to the degree of which the variance was when describing pain tolerances for root canals.
Oh, okay.
With people on my Eden guesses, because I just had a recent root canal, and I said that it was the most painless thing I've ever done.
The most painless thing?
Dentist. Yeah, I have zero pain.
Is less pain than a routine cleaning? Is that what you're saying?
In some ways, yeah, because if they hit a cavity or a nerve while they're cleaning, that's like
it's uncomfortable. Yeah.
But as far as like major, I guess getting a crown / versus getting a filling / getting a wisdom tooth pulled versus a root canal. Root canal was 100% the least painful thing I ever had to do.
You were like anesthetized, I assume.
Well, yeah, that was the thing, was the initial shot of Novocaine that they give you. That's the only discomfort that I ever felt. It was just the little prick of the needle, and then that was it.
Because I'll tell you, I had my wisdom teeth taken out 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago now. And for dental procedures, and I've had fillings done, but I guess that's about it. It was probably, and in fact, even more so than just for dental work, it might be the most painful experience of my entire life.
The wisdom teeth getting pulled?
Yeah. I don't know if I was like under sedated, but it was quite painful. There was a lot of blood, and the recovery was also pretty bad.
Well, but I mean, obviously they didn't knock you out.
No,
but
I was just locally.
Did they cut it out? Like,
yeah, they had he was in there with like a hammer. I don't know what all the other tools were. Like what's the, not like a speculum, but like forceps.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were all sorts of.
Essentially, I mean, they're essentially pliers.
Yeah, he was. I mean, some of the 2 or 3 of the teeth came out half decent, and then the other 1 or 2 were like, they were real bad.
I think I know the region. I don't know where, though. I'm gonna play this one safe for now, just because I don't know the country. Have you seen any information?
Oh yes.
Oh, that doesn't make me feel good.
Yes, indeed, I have, Sinvicta. I gotta tell you, like I think my pain tolerance is okay. I'm not a baby about it, especially at the dentists. I just do not care really. But this was pretty bad. I told him after, I was like, that was really painful, and he was like, yeah, you're old. Like you should have had it done when you were like 17.
Well, I got my wisdom teeth pulled. Oh yeah, you got me by like 900. By 900 exactly, actually. Wow. Yeah, I thought we were in like, I just put us on the border of Slovenia, Croatia, around there, near Zagreb.
Croatia's been a solid guess.
Yeah, I just thought regionally that made sense, but How'd you know it was Slovakia?
Saw a sign for a band I've never heard of that said like final tour, and then it had like a bunch of Slovakian cities on it, and then
Gotcha.
that included a city that I had seen a sign for. So then I was like, well, you probably just chart it like east to west or west to east, and you can, fill in the blanks.
But yeah, I had to get my wisdom teeth completely, like, 2 of them popped out perfectly, and then the other 2 they had to actually cut out. And the ones that they had to cut out, that was terrible. That was very painful. And I think I have a pretty high pain tolerance, especially when it comes to dental stuff, because it never ever bothers me. But one of them got abscessed.
Oh, that is bad, yeah.
Yeah, in a dry socket. The dry socket was the worst. But in like for the root canal, like I felt literally just nothing. I just sat through. Yeah, the most discomfort was getting the Novocaine shot, and then the fillings were more painful than the root canal was, and it totally killed the pain too, like instantaneously. After I got home from getting the root canal, I enjoyed myself a nice little bowl of frozen yogurt, and for the first time in a long time, and I was very happy because I had no pain. Tooth pain is just, you wouldn't wish it on your worst enemy.
Oh yeah, it sucks.
It's awful. It's debilitating, man. That's why it felt so liberating almost to get all that pain gone. Streefer brand.
I mean, we know where we are.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's just a matter of where.
I feel like I've seen stuff that should tell me where we are, but the place I'm looking for doesn't exist on these maps, which is very strange for me. Does it ever weird you out? Like you're driving through here and you're like, there could be someone here that's like watching this video right now? Because I mean, I won't speak for you, but I'm assuming that it's roughly the same. Like I have what might be considered a surprisingly high amount of German viewership, considering I don't speak German.
Right.
It's probably the most viewership for a country that doesn't have English as one of its primary languages. Because like America is number 1 for sure, and then it's like Canada and the United Kingdom tend to be pretty close. For me at least.
Yeah, I guess that's a fair assumption to make, because I have a lot of patrons that are in like Germany.
Yeah.
around the same area. So I don't think they're from this area though.
How do you know?
Well, I'm just taking a guess. Ooh, that sign helps out a lot. Now if I can just find, there it is. Okay. We're going south. Yeah, so we're like there. Making my guess. Should have moved further. Dang it.
I'm just going to leave it there. Oh, I was way off. I mean, you got me by 900.
Okay, so I made up for the last guess.
So
wow, this is going to be a close round.
I'm just dumb in this one. So I saw Essen about 1,000 times.
Right.
In my head, never even crossed my mind that Essen would be in the West. I just thought that must be German for, East City.
East.
And I just completely tunnel visioned on that. If I had just zoomed out slightly, would have absolutely seen it. But
oh man, we've had a lot of these Northernlion logistical lapses.
Few brain farts today.
Yeah.
What's your score at right now?
1,392.
Sorry, you cut out for a second.
17,392.
Okay. I am up by like 1,000. I have 18,464. But
now I don't want to give this away, but there is a flag on this van.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I don't need the flag. I have seen I've seen enough to know the country at least.
All right. So like now, like it's not possible for me to.
I think it's still possible. I will say this does put it into unlikely territory because it requires us both to guess at least 1,000 points away from one another, and then for you to be much closer and for me to be like way off.
And this country's not particularly all that big.
Yeah, okay. I wouldn't dispute that. Not a particularly large nation by American or Canadian standards.
But by Texan standards, this is like tiny.
You know my position. My position is that Texans have the highest ego to actual land size ratio regarding the size of their state.
Dude, we have been in this intersection.
Really?
Yes, because I recognize the store.
Is it a Starbucks?
And yeah, we're in Seoul. I'm almost 100% sure that we've been to this intersection. No. Those are some cute looking goats. They're just all just hanging out, sleeping on the side of the sidewalk.
I did see that. I saw many sidewalk goats.
Well, I'm going to just guess because it's not going to make much of a difference here. Oh, I was actually way off. Way off.
Like country off?
No, not country off. But I made it impossible for me to win. Not the city I thought it was.
Well, forgive me, but I am gonna take a little bit more time.
Oh no, dude, take your time.
Not too much.
I was so sure that it was that city because I saw the city name. What I thought was the city name, apparently not.
Just name every restaurant after like the city you're in. You know, like why? Well, I'm looking at these signs, and the signs, they're not telling me anything. It should say Dakar Sushi.
I'm going. I clicked on the marker so I can like explore more after I've already made a guess. And like this makes me mad.
Oh, we were like in exactly the same position.
Yeah, I saw it. Freaking says Tuba.
Well, it could be, you know, a trucking company based in Tuba or something.
Oh, I mean, I guess, but what the heck are they doing in Dakar, 105.4 miles away?
Delivering some furniture.
It's freaking ridiculous, Tuba. Well, you got me on that one when almost 22,000 just doesn't cut it.
Thank the Lord.
Man.
I know that I think you still would have been back by one, maybe two, but there's like a psychological impact to getting swept. That
yeah, you ain't just whistling Dixie there, brother. I'll tell you that.
So I'm happy to have staved off oblivion in that one respect.
But hey, I'm trying to bring it back like the classic Cine V track of old.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll take the two brain fart games. I got a little smoked on this one. Really, it was the Slovakian guess that sunk me.
Yeah, dude, honestly, my elo rises when we're in Europe. Although I screwed up the German guess really badly. It's like if I had to pick one,
I don't know.
If I had to pick one continent to be in Geoguessr, it would be Europe, like 100% of the time.
Yeah,
but I mean that might be true for literally everybody playing the game because North America is full of emptiness, and
excuse me,
South America, there's a lot of countries, and you know most of them speak Spanish.
It's a wild card.
Yeah.
It's a wild card.
Africa, I'm just ignorant. And then, actually Asia's pretty fun to be in sometimes in Geoguessr as well. But Europe, it's so information dense most of the time.
I wonder if I would have gotten what did you get for that guess? The Senegal.
You beat me by
Senegal.
5 on that one.
I got. What did I get on that though? Oh, I guess I could look at the results. Yeah. So even if I had gotten 5,000, I wouldn't have won.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that wouldn't have made a difference anyway. But hey, you know what? It was a good week.
It was a good week.
Putting up a 23 spot on for the high score of the week, and I'll take the weekly series for once.
Yeah.
And hopefully ride it on into next week.
Well, for now, thanks for being here, Sinvicta, and thanks for watching, everybody watching at home. If you enjoyed the episodes, no matter who you're watching, preferably both, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Subscribe to us. Show us you want to see more Geoguessr. For now, hope you enjoyed this week's episodes, and we'll see you on Monday for more.
See you later.
See ya.